Hello guys, and before I do my GM mode in my hut today, I want to talk about my house that I currently live in. Kind of like scary stories. It's not like Halloween's coming up sooner or later. I mean, it's in March right now, when my birthday's coming up and everything. But I guess it just tells some scary stories. But anyways, I not too long ago I was told that a guy that had shot himself in our basement. It creeped me out a little bit, but you know, I haven't really had any hauntings besides like little cracks in the house, but that's because this house was like made in like the 1950s or something like that. So I'm not like, I'm fine with that. I don't think that, I'm not that accused of it being haunted or anything, but there's just been scary stuff that has been going on. Not at this house, but at my dad's house. Like the weekend before map testing had happened, which is like, really, this was like when I was all the way back in like 5th grade, in like 4th or 5th grade, around 4th grade probably. And what happened was I was trying to sleep and it didn't work because there was a bunch of like footsteps, banging, banging, and banging, and banging, and banging, and banging. And then I just finally got up to see what it was, but it felt like there was like somebody stepping right next to my door. And then I went off to tell my brother that I heard it, and then like he said he didn't hear anything, so I went back to bed. And like 6 or 7 minutes later, or about 10 minutes later, I heard like the microwave turn on. I went outside of my bedroom and I looked, and nobody was upstairs. I looked all around upstairs and nobody was there. And I asked my brother, and he had heard it as well. So I just went back to bed. I don't know if I can move it. Okay, so I just went back to bed, and then right after that happened, crap. Right after that had happened, dude, wait a second. Sorry guys. Just turn. Oh, okay, never mind. So, anyways, what had happened was actually kind of a scary event because nobody was upstairs at the time. Because my dad had been downstairs playing zombies on Call of Duty, and I just kind of went back to bed, kept hearing the cracks again, and then I looked out my door and nobody was upstairs. Kept hearing it, and then I heard this loud, just like out of nowhere. So I got up, I went outside my bedroom, and then like nobody was there. Nothing had happened, but then a couple of minutes later, my dad had walked in on me, and he was wearing like a Halloween mask. He scared me because Halloween was coming up, but I asked him that I heard that bang and everything. He said, like, what do you mean? I was downstairs the whole time playing on zombies. And then after that, I was just a little creeped out because my dad was home the whole time, but he wasn't upstairs, which had creeped me out. And I'm really still kind of scared going there to this day. But, you know, my dad tells stories about a guy that shot himself in our house, but this that's the wrong house. That's this house that I'm living in right now. I've actually gave a few attempts at trying to video cam in my sleep when I go to sleep. Unfortunately, I haven't caught anything. I've only heard cracks at night and stuff, like, you know, because houses are normally old, and this house is pretty old. Oh, really, the house that's next door us is falling apart. I'll show you guys that house. I'm me help. There we go. So, I'll show you guys that house. Oh, wait. Well, you can't really see it, but like the roof is falling apart. But the roof is falling apart. But anyways, the worst thing that's really happened at my house, is probably when I've been downstairs. I'm not gonna say it's like a haunting or not, because every time I'm downstairs, I always, like, I normally play downstairs, like, I play baseball and hockey, so I got a hockey puck and a hockey stick down there, and I have a hockey net, you know, goal, and I like shoot my puck at the net, try and score, you know, I normally do, but, and then some other times I'll throw a baseball against the wall, and you just bounce it back, and I'll catch it. I'm not gonna say it's a haunting, but after I'm done playing down there, I always feel like really nauseous and stuff, like dizzy. I'd like, you know, like the first time it happened to me, I was like a little scared because I walked back upstairs and I was fine, but it was just, I was really nauseous, and I still kind of get nauseous downstairs, and that's supposedly where the guy shot himself, but I'm still not sure if that's actually happened, but it's just really scary to know, to hear about that. But nothing's really happened at my house, but I do have trouble breathing at night sometimes. So I have to like do this. I have to put my pillow against this. Sometimes I go to sleep and go like this. But even if it's like a bed out here, I go lay back down there. Or I can just lay my head right here and I just go like this and just go to sleep. And then before, when me and my brother used to sleep in this room together, I had to go like this up here at the top bone. Here, I'll show you guys real quick. See, I can go like this. But I just had trouble breathing sometimes at night. It's not like anything bad that's really happened in this house besides the nauseousness and that I have a hard time breathing at night. Not really anymore, but like I don't know what to say about my house haunted or not. It's just I don't feel really anything bad. I mean, like, try to think to the past. I don't really know anything bad that's really happened. Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, so there was no. This is probably the worst event. I can't think back to it. So this one time, I was talking to my dad on the phone, and then right after that had happened, I heard like somebody say Gavin, my name, like from downstairs. I don't know if it was a dream or not, but it felt pretty real from my imagination. And then, so what I did was I went downstairs to check if like somebody had actually said my name, and then nobody was down there. It was just really creepy, you know what I mean? But I try not. I try to say to myself sometimes like that never happened, but like I don't know. It just kind of sounded like I talked to my dad and I said, it sounds like It the Clown from that movie It, and like his original name is Pennywise, but it wasn't him. I know that because Pennywise or whatever's dead. There's no way he's haunted my house. But it was just really, it was a really scary moment. You know what I mean? It's like I guess you could say like everybody will witness at least one little paranormal thing in their life. I'm not saying everybody's gonna witness a ghostly like thing in their life, but something scary will at least happen at least one time in your life, and that's probably gonna be one of the scariest times besides the knocking and the footsteps. But that was a really scary moment for me. Sorry guys. But that was a really scary moment for me and my controller's off the charger. See, I'm playing on my own Live the Life thing on PlayStation. But anyways, sorry, I just had to hook that up. Anyways, so that's just kind of you know, a scary moment. But doesn't everybody have a moment like that in their life? Sometimes it feels like that was a dream, but it just felt too real to be a dream, you know? And it's just really scary. And events. I'm just trying to do stuff like this. It's not Halloween or anything, and just things that come to me about this. I explained about the guy shot himself in the basement not too long ago. My mom didn't figure this out on her own. It's not like the real estate agent would have told my mom this, or my mom would have never bought this house. But there's a lady that lives across the street from us, and she told my mom that like a guy had shot himself in the basement. I'll take you guys off. I'll bring you down to the basement real quick. Okay, I'm gonna go outside real quick, guys. See, that's the lady across the street who told my mom that. She lives right there. And this is our house. Crap. Ooh, that's really nice day today. It's supposed to be around springtime. Doesn't really feel like springtime. It's got a little cool in the air today. What are you playing? Ooh. So let's look at our house, and I'm just trying to think back to the past. Also, yeah. The night my grandpa had died, we went to my grandma Hill's house because we were all crying and stuff, and it was a really sad time. But I felt like my grandpa's spirit was there when we got to the house. It was a really sad night. I try to forget that night because I never actually got to say goodbye to my grandpa before he had passed away, but it was just really sad. I was young at the time. I was about 6. I didn't understand anything at the time, and it was just a really sad time, you know, and it was like I didn't want to lose anybody, you know. I want everybody to survive. I want everybody to live with, you know. It's just a really sad time. It felt like my grandpa's spirit was at that house because I actually never actually met him. He was either like he wasn't able to talk that well, and I don't have any really fond memories of him, other than he had a he had a lot where he had his little stroller, his thing where he drive around because he couldn't walk that well. And the only fond memory I can remember of him is when I sat on his lap and he drove me around on his little rover around thing. And it was just really sad, you know. But I just don't have any fond memories of him. But every time I go to my grandma Hill's house, like I feel like his spirit is there. But I know he's moved on. He's moved on to heaven. But like I don't know, you know. And then at my grandma Heidi's house too, like she lives like 6 or 7 houses away from my grandma Hill's house, where I feel like the spirit of my grandpa who passed away. Um, I feel like there's a ghost or something there because I never like I feel pretty scared because the upstairs is like I don't know, like I never like going up there. I like to go up there and just immediately run back downstairs. I don't know if somebody lived there before my grandma and grandpa or what, but it was just really scary. You know, it's just one of those times, and I don't want to experience stuff like that, but stuff had happened. It feels like stuff had happened at that house, and I don't want to say that stuff did, but it does feel pretty scary. Like, I don't want to go downstairs in their house without the light on, and it's just really, I don't know, I don't want to talk about their house, but the house I live at here, it doesn't feel like anybody died here, but I could see how somebody could have, you know, just that Gavin moment, and I'll bring you guys over it real quick. Again, okay, so I'll just kind of tell you guys what went down. So what happened was, I was on the phone with my dad, and I was right here, like literally right here, so there's a ledge, and there's the stairs downstairs. Here's the downstairs, and I was kind of like standing right here. Oops, sorry about. I was standing right here, and here's our cupboard where we eat our food stored. And I was talking to my dad, and then I heard somebody say Gavin from downstairs. Just kind of heard it come from down there and downstairs, and it was actually the first time. It was before I ever knew that this house, a guy had shot himself downstairs. But it was just really scary. So I just kind of ran back, gave my phone back to my mom, and that was kind of it. I told my dad that I just heard a person say my name, say Gavin. My dad's like, maybe it was like Pennywise or something. And that's when officially I kind of got really scared. I'll take this video about 20 minutes. We're at 17 minutes now, because I have one more tale to tell. But it was creepy. So I went downstairs to check if somebody was down there. Nobody was down there, but I don't know if somebody had broke the window in my house, because there's a window in my house that is not able to lock. I can't fit through it, but it's a really small window in the kitchen that can't open. I'm not able to fit through it. I don't know anybody really that could be able to fit through it, but it's a really small window, and maybe like my little dog Sadie could fit through it, but I don't know if somebody broke the window or not, because it doesn't lock, and it's scary because, like, you know, I don't know, you know, it just feels like somebody might have broken the window or something, or I don't know, but it's just weird. I'm trying to think of another time what had happened, but yeah, I don't know if this is paranormal or not, but it was it's certainly pretty scary. Um, I can still remember it. I don't know why I still remember it, but it's kind of just locked in my brain. It's probably one of the most remembered moments. I can think back of memories till I was about 6 years old. I can't go past that. But there was one memory that I have that is when I was about, I don't know if I was about 1 year old or half months old, but I can just keep remembering like this moment of me like going up these stairs and hearing like in some sort of stroller. It's just really weird, but that's it for today, guys. But as always, I'll see you guys next time.